Hey there, you wacky Christian, you. Here to answer your questions and, hold on, let me get my hat off. Whew. Here to answer your questions and respond to some of your points. Okay, how did I become an atheist? Well, I was born one. So were you. So was everyone. We were all born atheists. How did I become an atheist after being programmed? Well, it happened fairly simply. When I was around 8, 9 years old, I realized that there was no God, just like there was no Santa, no Easter Bunny, etc., etc. What life experiences I have to make me believe there is no God? None. I didn't have any life experiences to make me believe there is no God. I didn't have any life experience to make me believe there was a God. So, if I have no experiences that say there is and no experience that says there isn't, why would I assume there is? It makes no sense. Just because a bunch of people say, hey man, there's this great God I want to tell you about. Well, can I see him? No. But you can pray to him. Sometimes he'll answer your prayers and sometimes he won't. Well, that sounds like that's the same results I'd get praying to a fucking bag of Skittles. So I don't see what evidence that is. Well, you can feel the Holy Spirit in your soul. And, you know, I tried it a few times, like, Holy Spirit, come on in. Come in my soul, baby. Kinky, huh? And, Holy Spirit didn't come in. He's a little bitch. He doesn't come in my soul. So, didn't feel no Holy Spirit. Didn't feel none of that spiritual bullshit. Never connected with me. I don't think that I have a spiritual bone in my body. And, let's see. What is your atheist testimony? I don't know what that means. You're going to have to clarify that if you want an answer. I don't know what you mean by atheist testimony. Is this a trial? I don't know. Was I ever a Christian? Not really. I mean, as a child I believed in God, but I wasn't really a Christian because I was a child, you know. So, no, I was never a Christian. Just like your little girl right now is not a Christian, because there's no way she can understand enough about a Christianity to decide that she is one. Let's argue some of your points now, since we breezed through your questions pretty fast. You say there's no difference between atheism and Christianity, and they take the same amount of faith. That's not true. In fact, atheism takes no faith at all. I don't have to have faith that there isn't a God. Saying there's no God is easy because you can't disprove a negative. I mean, that's like saying you have to have faith not to believe in Santa, okay? I mean, do you believe in Santa? I mean, do you? I mean, some people, I guess, I've never met anyone your age that does, but maybe you do. Do you think that it takes faith not to believe in Santa Claus? We can't disprove Santa. Do you just believe in Santa? Just ask me that. Answer me that question. That's my serious question back to you, is do you believe in Santa Claus? Now, because if you don't, then, well, that's fine. Why would anyone put their faith in something that's imperfect? Well, first of all, the Bible and God and all that stuff is about as imperfect as it fucking gets. But let's assume that you're right and the God is perfect. And he exists, and he's perfect, okay? Well, why would I put my faith in something perfect? Because that's all. I put my faith in something imperfect because that's all there is, okay? There's nothing perfect. If there was something perfect, I put my faith in something perfect, but there's nothing perfect, so I'm not going to put my faith in anything because there's nothing perfect to put my faith in. Besides, now you say science can't explain miracles. What miracles are you talking about? What exactly? Give me a few miracles and I will give you the scientific explanation for them. Science can't explain near-death experiences. That's not true. Science has explained near-death experiences. It's just people like you don't want to listen. They have astronauts during their training in high-gravity environments and such often pass out and experience pretty much all of the disembodied symptoms of a near-death experience. It's just something that happens in your brain. It's not anything to do with going to heaven or any of that shit. Science can't explain how life began. Science has postulated many theories as to the origins of life. And while we don't know exactly how it began, we're getting closer all the time, and we probably someday will. That's the beauty of science. It grows, it progresses. Think about what we knew 100 years ago as compared to what we know now because of science. And just like we know more now than we did 100 years ago, we'll know more now. We'll know more 100 years from now. And just like we know more now than we knew 100 years ago, we'll know more 100 years from now than we do today. Because it's always growing. It's always learning new things. It's going towards new knowledge. It's gaining new insight as it progresses. It's not all written down in a book and set in stone. We don't think like that. We think, and this is the best answer we have at present. This is what the evidence leads us to believe. And until new evidence is presented, we will accept this. And we believe that the probability of this being correct is around this. But so I mean we don't think in terms of things being set in stone. Science can't answer all of life's questions. Okay, do you really want all of life's questions answered? It's the searching for the answers is the fun. If it was up to you fucking Christians and we just accepted the Bible's answers, we'd still be fucking churning butter and living like Amish folk. Okay? So fuck your goddamn answers, alright? Because your answers suck. Your answers are shit. The answers that we're looking for are and the answers that the few answers that we have found to the questions that we all ask are so much more impressive in scope and beauty and reason than anything that your fucking little gay ass book comes up with. That, you know, if you actually opened your mind and studied these scientific principles and, you know, set the God thing aside for a moment and read them, you'd realize that they are so much more beautiful than anything that you could conceive of in a 2,000 or 5,000-year-old tome. Okay? Let's see. Science can't answer all life's questions. We already did that one. Without strong foundations, your life will crumble. Okay.